Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steve. Here we are, back at it again. Saturday morning. I don't know. Maybe the best day of the year. I don't know. Maybe not. The start of college football, but week 0. Like we talked about, maybe not the best. But yeah, it gives us something a little bit to look forward to. Week 1 is going to be huge. I tell you, huge. But of course, it's good for us gamblers, right? More stuff to take a look at, more stuff to go over. It's also sometimes a little bit easier to beat Vegas at the beginning of the year. They have to catch up just as much as we do, right? So we just need that little bit of slight edge. So we need the chat here today to help us out to make these selections. But we're ready to go. We're going to, moving forward, do about 15 or so games a day. We're going to do 7 college football. We're going to do 2 WNBA. We got like 5 MLB games here for you. We're going to try to pick up the best matchup. So did a lot of I don't know, who would it be that Mariners, Astros, Texas. I mean, those guys are in like the fight of their life right now, Ramon.
Oh, Mindy, we're going to cover. I mean, we'll be covering the pennant races. I told Mindy backstage I'm a little scared because, we're coming off a pretty good day. Great job, Mindy Hahne. Great job, Team Steam. 6-1 yesterday, but we have to shift to college football. Yes, maybe it's just an appetizer for next week. I'm okay with that, right? Who doesn't like a little shrimp cocktail?
Exactly.
To get going. So, or I don't know, maybe I should come up with some kind of Irish dish.
Bangers and mash. That's like the only Irish dish I know. Oh, corned beef and cabbage? What?
Well, of course. I mean, but as we shift away a little bit from baseball, we're going to have less baseball games. We're previewing every day, and we're up like 33 units in baseball together this year. It's really been the story of our run here as the hottest cappers on the site and all that. And I mean, just take a moment to look at the numbers again. But 6-1 yesterday, and you were 6-1 too with your premium picks.
Sometimes it works out that way, right? Right. So yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean that. I feel like I feel a little short. Like I shortchanged us a little bit. I went 2-2, but and you got me on one actually. We went opposite premium again. I better subscribe to your pick. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome, Team Steam. Welcome to the Morning Steam with Mindy Hahne. I'm Ramon Scott in Las Vegas, and we're going to preview 5 games for Major League Baseball, but first and foremost, 7 college football games. Oh, it is what it is as far as the matchups are concerned, but I don't know, maybe it's good to get our feet wet a little bit.
Right.
We're going to have to produce. We're going to keep our streak alive, our winning streak alive. Let's say hello to some folks coming in. 2 WNBA as well. I'll throw in some NFL preseason. I mean, actually been doing okay. We had some winners. We had the winner there in the CFL. Oh, that was on my other video. I don't want to brag too much about it. I think we got it wrong here on the show. But I also want to mention right now, Mindy.
What do we got?
Well, it's USA is kind of LOL right now with New Zealand. It's like
LOL, huh?
It's like 19-18 or something. Last I saw, USA struggling through the 36.5 point favorite. They're up by like 1 in the second quarter. So things are going a little rough for Steve Kerr and Team USA. We'll keep you guys keep me updated. Really is what I need you to do. But I got one play for you in FIBA coming up. Bottom of the hour here, Ivory Coast and Spain. I'm going over. Well, start your day if you aren't already going betting all over the place with some of this FIBA basketball. I posted some plays. I think we got one winner so far on the Discord. Good. And some other sports are going on as well here in the middle of the night. Say hello to our crew, Mindy, coming in for today. See what they're interested in all this. I mean, I think we're all interested in college football card. Thomas Lewis says, like it, smash it. Here today, we'll see if our good fortune has led to some additional viewership on Saturday. And with college football, I don't know how it's going to go. I'm excited, though. Okay, a few more coming in. What do we got? What's going on? Oh, my gosh, Ron. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he said originally he's like it would take 3 days, and now they said a week. Man, I know like around here, if our power goes out, they're like on top of it. I mean, unless it's, I guess he did say there was tornadoes. I mean, it could have wiped out maybe a huge swath. I don't know, but
yeah, I guess. I mean, I should be more. I guess there's been some other things going on in the news that maybe that's been a news story and I've just missed it. But hello to Ron and Verley here today. Yeah, we got a lot to choose from. Omar McOne. Butterscotch is here. Bionic. We're going to go college football first. We're going all 7 games, 5 games in Major League Baseball that we've selected, and 2 in the W. The last night's game. Well, that's what we. Oh, I want to tell you this, Mindy. So on the show, I'm pretty sure I said over or under 163 when we were on the air, and you said over 160 is a premium selection. If I'm not, and I landed 161. So
right. I mean, like it was an excellent choice by us.
that was
all about the line.
We both hit the total on the. It landed right in that middle.
Right.
I did actually. So. There was some steam that came in, and I did alert everyone to that. And the steam would have still won that came in on that under, because it came in at, I believe, like just a half a point under that. Still, it would have went too far if you waited too long. But Mindy came in kind of later in the betting cycle on the over in that game. Jeff's got his play today.
I think it was almost 5 points in line movement there, like 165 down to 1.
Oh, okay.
60, I believe, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, on the air, I didn't have that. I think it was 163 when we were on the air, but that was, after. So, James, hello.
That was a wild game, though. They came back from being down 16. Goodness, Atlanta just struggles in the second half. Oh no.
I'd like to say hello to Reef Johnson here today, ready for college football.
Good morning. Looks like he's in his office. I can't tell. Yeah. Go.
Let's go to thanks, Crush. Man, makes us feel good. I want to go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Mindy Hahne, Morning Steam, 6-1.
Edge me.
Mindy Hahne, 6-1. What do these two things have in common? Mindy Hahne. And let's see, Mindy, you had. In addition to that totals winner in the WNBA, you had Nationals Marlins over, even though I had a premium on the under. So you got me there too. Cubs Pirates under, Cards Phillies under you had. Guardians Blue Jays over, and A's White Sox over. Nice job.
Yep, it was those Dodgers Red Sox that got me. I did the under 10.5 and it got over.
Then to be
and
fair,
I know Ramon had the over on the show.
That really, one thing it shows, because maybe our success looks coordinated, right? Because you're making the play, I'm agreeing with you.
We never discuss. We don't
know this, right? So we're on opposite ends of some totals. We could have been even better, okay? Indeed, we just worked together, but.
Right.
We do the show.
Well, we do it because we want to make it fair and fun and spontaneous, and that's kind of how we do it, right?
But for Team Steam, that was one of our winners, Mindy. We had the Dodgers yesterday. We had the Nationals again. Okay, we had the Phillies. We had, of course, the Brewers. Okay, so and the Twins as well, and also the other winner was Rockies Orioles over. So really great day. Got a lot of games to preview. I don't want to sit here and I do want to do this. I have to do this. This is the show prep. Go on and promote the picks, promote the site. maybe give
The
out a few
commercial. We got to do the commercial. It keeps us in business.
Anyways, great job. Nick Lagaretto, 7-2. Tim Irwin, 3-0. Nick Vartini, 67%. The VIP account with a victory. Joseph Schultz won his only play. Ben Ruhala finished under 500. He's still in the profit.
Every day he
I wish
does.
I were Ben Ruhala.
Right. I wish I could just pull that off every day.
I wish I were
Finding that one, I mean, I always look for them. I think we were on a couple yesterday, though, right?
I wish I were a left-handed.
Oh, no, we took chalk on everything, didn't we? But a little bit of chalk, like minus 109, minus 109, minus 111. So all reasonable.
Over the last 7 days, Mindy, we're at 69%, 30 wins, 14 losses, plus 16 units. Great job. Tim Irwin, 75%. That's nothing to scoff at. That's a word from the 70s. I'm 20-13 plus 700 units over the last 7 days, so still hanging in there with these heavyweights. And Joseph Schultz and Sean Dinwiddie's had a couple plays this week. All right, over the last 30 days, Mindy, we are up 34 units. Your mileage may vary. That would be, just if you were playing $100 a game on average. We're hot like this. Your problem might be if you're playing our plays. Everyone seems to be doing well in our chat, but I think that kind of goes with the territory. If we're doing well, right, I would imagine the chat's doing well, and it's easy to come to work with you here when we're on a good run. And even though it's perks up our day, even no matter what happens, it's more fun when we're winning. I'm up there also plus 1,369 units. So go to Tony'sPicks.com, use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% on premium pick packages. I already have an NFL preseason package up there. It's only my second 3-pack of the whole preseason, but on this big card, certainly could find 3 premiums, and maybe I'll promote that.
So what do we got? 2 more weeks before the NFL season? I think,
right? No, that would be it. Just get ready for the. I mean, no more no more preseason, if that's what you mean. That's.
I'm saying, because it's the 7th, right? September 7th. So is that like just a week away? It might be getting close. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the first game. I mean, we know that
the rest start on
Sunday,
the 10th.
But you're talking about your Chiefs and the Lions.
And versus Ron's Lions. That's right. Game of the century.
Gosh, okay.
Game of the century.
I hope the power's on by then.
Right.
Gosh, I mean, I just feel terrible.
Like, go to the casino.
Is there something we can do? Can we? I don't know what we can do.
GoFundMe for Detroit? I don't know what it is. Yeah.
I don't know. Do we GoFundMe generator to Ron? Or I'm sure he's fine. But
he said he's been hanging out in his car a lot. But that's what you kind of got to do. I mean, to charge your phone and do all that. So
I remember one time in a blackout, it was like one time Southern California had a big blackout about, I don't know, 15 years ago, and Green Bay was playing New Orleans. It was Monday night, and it was obvious the power was going to be out for like 24 hours in the whole county. And I listened to the game in the car. I'm as desperate. I'm just like a typical gambler. No power. Just go to the car and listen to it. It was probably Kevin Harlan probably was doing the game. All right, hi you guys. Hi Josh, nice to see you. Saying hello to a few more pangers in here as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's all about the weekend. It's all about the weekend. It's all about football. All right. Thanks everybody. We're gonna get started with the show. Appreciate it. We've got 85 of you in here so far, and a pretty interesting card. We'll start with college football. Everybody's talking about the game, Mindy, in Ireland. It's the featured game. Might not be the best game or the closest game, but it's Navy and Notre Dame, and these two teams are no stranger to this scenario. I mean, they've met in this game twice before, so it's not like going to be taken by surprise or anything. I mean, new kids or whatever, but the teams know how to go. They know how to pack. They know how to travel. And anyways, 20-point spread. Notre Dame. Still, it's Navy. Maybe they've had a little bit of change. Yeah, they've had some change to their program. No doubt about it. We're not used to seeing a different coach with Navy right now, but just feels like I don't want to give it away. I want you to take over.
Well, I mean, we talked about things that have changed for Navy, but what about some of the stuff that hasn't changed, right? Like, so for me, when I don't have any numbers, I kind of take a look at personnel, I kind of take a look at talent, I kind of take a look at coaching. We have some of those unknowns, but Navy brings back this offensive line. And I think that's really important for a team, for their chemistry, for sure. So I'm going to take a stab here at Navy plus 20.5 today. They're probably one of the best run stopping teams in the nation there as well. I think they might give Notre Dame a little bit of trouble, perhaps running the ball, maybe running down the clock. That's kind of how I see this, right? Might be a lot of the ball on the ground here still today, depending on how Navy, goes moving forward. Is it going to be a little bit different? Are they going to go towards, passing here a little bit? I know Navy, they try to pull an upset on Notre Dame every once in a while. I think they might be a tough matchup here early on. I think Notre Dame still gets this win, but I think Navy can stay within the points here.
They almost pulled off the upset last year. 35-32. The yardage was 363 to 335. And Navy's covered the spread 3 out of the last 5 meetings. 20 and a half is going to be plenty for me. Look, I mean, Hartman should probably go in. Maybe Hartman will be what you'd expect from Hartman. Maybe Notre Dame. Sure, Notre Dame. They're going to be probably passing all over them. No, there's still going to be Notre Dame. If anything, Hartman, it's great to go to Notre Dame, especially if you were him and ended up there. It feels like you're still limited a little bit. I mean, they're the coordinator they left for Alabama, and they kept the tight ends coach. He's the new offensive coordinator, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Hartman will be good, but it just feels like you're inhibited when you're the Notre Dame quarterback running Notre. This. Come into the 2020s, Notre Dame. I'm not saying that they haven't been ultra proficient, but we don't know who's going to be the quarterback for Navy. I don't think, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be Navy, right? They're going to be an underdog. That's what we like them. We like Navy as an underdog. So,
all right, we got a consensus.
We're on, man. Come on, Navy. I want Navy on the money line. Don't you guys want some money line?
Hey, why not?
Take Navy. Funny. Come on. Crush is on Navy. Jacoby's going to lay the 20, I think, here. Jose says lay the points with Spain in that FIBA game. It's about to start. And Jacoby heard me, or if Jose heard me, I have the over. So, hey, parlay it up, Jose and I. With a parlay it up for us, Jose. Spain and over. Hope I get my end of the bargain right. Right now, USA, they're up by 9 late in the first half here. I believe they're going to lead 45-36 at the half. All right, Verley, I think is saying take the points.
I think so.
So nobody's really commenting on this game, or is chat broke, or nobody's ready for college football. They want to see a game first. I mean, even Mindy's in action on the first game.
Right.
If you don't play the first game of the season, you're already wasting 8 or 9% of the season. Reef likes it over. Look at that. I said, what was the score last year? 35-32? I think Notre Dame's going to be able to, they'll be ready for the triple option. They've had all camp to prepare. No, come
Emma.
on. Navy will have them spinning in circles. Please. Notre Dame crushes them, they might, but I don't care. I want Navy. And Josh, okay. Josh says he can stomach laying 20.5, and money line is 2. I might have missed that.
He might want Notre Dame, perhaps. Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, not many, not a lot. I'd say the chat's maybe not enthused, or I don't know. Can't wait. And if you can't wait for a Navy game, right? Thomas says the Navy will be passing this year. Good.
Yeah, be more competitive that way.
Navy 51 starts back on that offensive line. I usually prefer more, but I don't think with Navy it's as big of a deal. I mean, you get into a rhythm. You're in first team, second team, third team. You're getting reps. So good luck to Coach Newberry. I'm sure it'll work out just fine. He'll probably be there 15 or 20 years. What are you going to do? As long as you don't, Okay. I want to, right now, before we get to the game, I have it down on the list a little bit, but I just see a total on moving here, Mindy, on the Vanderbilt Hawaii game. If you guys are liking the under in that game, it's getting hit pretty hard. It's probably going to be going lower here in just a little bit. So, anyways, Vinny, if I'm excited about a Navy game, you got to take Navy. I mean,
all right.
When am I ever excited about Notre Dame anymore? But, okay. This next one, hey, this should be, this is a closely weighted game. So UTEP will be on the road here going up against Jacksonville State. Mindy, if you didn't have any numbers on any of these other teams, I know you don't have any on Jacksonville State. They're making their debut. Now, we could go back a little bit. They've been, we can drum up some point spread information if we want, but it's a new era. You're in Division I now. Rich Rod is in there. If you don't, Tony kind of gave us a little preview in the Discord talking about Jacksonville State a little bit. If you saw it in there, I saw it. It was cool. And but here, UTEP is favored on the road here, -2.5, and the total is 54.
Okay, well, I think I will go with UTEP today. I think it's one of those that you have a senior starting quarterback, Hardison. He's been pretty good. I think he did well versus Oklahoma, Boise State, that sort of thing. And again, I feel like it's going to be tough for this Jacksonville State team to come in from the FCS, and then suddenly here you are playing with the big guys now. So I just think that it's going to be tough coming into the stronger level of football. And I will go ahead and take UTEP here today.
All right. Mindy says take the Miners here on the road. UTEP, pretty dramatic improvement over the last couple of seasons, considering they were one of the worst teams year in and year out. They didn't win any winning seasons.
Yeah, they're like a 5 wins a season kind of team.
Well, last year I think they were 5-7, 6-7, whatever they were. They were, but it's been a little bit better the last couple of years. They have really, pretty heavy returning veteran lineup. The quarterback's 29 starts, of offensive line returning 122 starts on that line. UTEP's been pretty good, on the road against the spread. Boy, but they've got to work on their turnover ratio. That is pretty bad. Rich Rod often is overrated, but here he's an underdog. So, it feels like, that UTEP should take care of business. It's just that Jacksonville State has been pretty decent as a 1AA team. They've 24-11 straight up over the last 3.
The Cats are fighting. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. A real live cat fight on TV, everybody. Okay, I can stretch this one out just
Yeah,
a
one
little.
cat had another one cornered like in the
Oh my
closet.
gosh!
Yeah.
Can
I
we?
thought.
Well, I don't know. Could we get a PETA violation if we showed that or something? Or get
Probably.
a cat meme out of it? All right. Well, I was trying to hem and haw anyways because I do like UTEP in the game. Jacksonville State, it does worry me a little bit. I mean, UTEP should come in here and maybe win this game, but Jacksonville State could surprise. I'm going to take the over, Mindy. I'm scared.
All right.
Scared to lay the points with UTEP on the road against. Look, Jacksonville State's a good program. They're going to fit in just fine in Division One, and they went out and got a decent hire here. Even though I always felt like Rich Rod was a little overrated, this is probably his level here at Jacksonville State. So, anybody too into this game? Let's see what the chat has to say. Blake likes UTEP. I like what Thomas has to say. Says take. That little birdie wasn't a gamecock, was it? UTEP for Burley, Jacksonville State for Crush. Hello, Angel. Hello.
What's going on?
Ron G, UTEP first quarter. Frankie Diamond, UTEP Jacksonville State for Jacoby, however. Okay. And that's it. Looks like from you guys. I hope you're right, man. Yeah, I'm sure UTEP will be fine in this spot. I'm not gonna go against them necessarily. If I do, probably just bet on them later. But let's watch out for this Jacksonville State program. And like Minnie said, UTEP, yeah, they're 500. I just thought they were a little improved over the last 2 years. Look, UTEP would like to be where like a team like San Antonio is, right? I mean, UTEP had a program for good program for a while, but now you look at like San Antonio as the real kind of mid-major there out of those new Texas. Oh, UTEP's not new, we know that, but I mean, not the big majors. Okay. Well, hey, football's football. It's okay. This might be our only preview of the year between.
You never know. You never know.
Massachusetts and New Mexico State. There's some, there's storylines here.
Sure.
Certainly, but there's been some movement too. It's been on UMass, which is kind of funny because UMass doesn't win, they don't cover, they don't do anything. They lose. They lose, they don't cover, they can't do anything right. But they're taking the money here. At least that's where the line movement's gone. And New Mexico State is a 7-point favorite. The total 45.
Yeah, I don't understand that move, Ramon, because New Mexico State brings back almost a full team from last season. I think they were building on their defense as they went here, playing at home now, nationally televised game. They beat UMass 3 years in a row now. And we know UMass, like you just said, they struggle to score. I don't know how much of a promising start here we're looking at for UMass. I'm definitely taking New Mexico State in this one.
All right, Mindy says take the Aggies. And hey, last 4 years, New Mexico State is a home favorite, 8-2 against the spread, and you're getting a discount here with them at maybe here at -7 points. New Mexico State, last 2 years against UMass, they've won. Because this is a regular meet, you got to find teams that you can beat. And for these two teams,
this is a team
doesn't matter if you're 2,500 miles away. We're going to play every year. Aggies won 44-27. They won 23-13. New Mexico State, they're coming off a bowl. They never go. They've been bowling in a few years. And with Jerry Kill, remember Jerry Kill, he was pretty good as a home favorite with the Gophers. So, I'm going with them for sure. At this price, we're getting the price. UMass has experience, man. They got their offensive line just maybe as experienced as New Mexico State. 4 starters returned for the Aggies. So, Massachusetts on the road. Mindy, last 24 games on the road.
How'd it go?
0-24. All we got to do is beat them by a touchdown. I mean,
right.
0-24. Maybe today they'll come within 7 points.
Or maybe not.
Right. Okay. Hey, I know that's going to send a lot of people on the money line if they didn't know that already, but it's a football game. You play money line here, -7. It's not unreasonable, but 0-24 for the Minutemen, their last 24 games on the road. They did win last year against Stony Brook.
Hey,
20-3, but
New York. There you go. Yeah.
Stony Brook is 1 AA. So no. Okay, we're on New Mexico State. Who else is on this one? Gotta tell you, I love the total here, dude. Love this card. All right, here come the play. New Mexico State. Thomas Lewis is on UMass.
Look out, Thomas.
Look out. He will not be denied. And if they Burley here. Frankie's on the under. Jacoby says New Mexico State. And yeah, that was probably about as good as they've looked in a long time, Thomas, actually, last year. All right, Mindy.
Okay, here we go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm the I'm the San Diego State correspondent here.
Glad you're here.
And there's been a move in this game, too, to Ohio for sure, especially now that it's under a field goal. So San Diego State here, -2.5, and the total, 47.5.
Well, I think I'm going to take those points. I know Ohio had or I'm not going to take the points. I'm going to lay the points. I'm taking San Diego State. I totally blew my my first line there, but I think Ohio will be able to stay to stay around here a while. But I think it's going to be a pretty difficult matchup for them, especially because you're going across country here. You have to, basically shake off the rust. You have a quarterback coming off of an ACL injury. And I think the Aztecs actually found success later in the season. Maiden, right? He's under center, I believe, right? And I just kind of feel like, again, I think the Aztecs are going to be too physically tough here for this Ohio team today.
They should be, and you're getting the best price, especially now under a field goal. I have long-term concerns about San Diego State without a conference. I'm not going to put down the Mountain West. They'll probably salvage this whole situation. They'll figure it out. But while all the other teams are finding their way now, even some of these other teams that San Diego State was supposed to end up in a conference with are kind of getting away and finding their way. Maybe Stanford and Cal, maybe the door is still open to the ACC and what will happen. So until then, San Diego State has upped the recruiting slightly with their new stadium. Does feel like they might think they're a little better than they are. Maiden, remember, is a converted safety, but he actually could be underrated. I mean, he was turning in, a 300-yard game late last season, and he looks the part. I mean, other than the fact that he's left-handed and throws a knock, his size is interesting.
Yeah,
and he can throw darts, but he can be also wildly inaccurate. So I don't know. Maybe that's when you're not as refined. I mean, he was a quarterback who converted to safety because he didn't think he'd get to play quarterback. I'm talking about when you're coming up in college, you think I'm a quarterback. Maybe you're not a quarterback, son, and then all of a sudden, when you're San Diego State, you have trouble getting
you don't have a choice.
Quarterbacks, and they were in a bad situation. hey, remember I played quarterback, and then all of a sudden you get your chance. And look, he is a starter, but they're not hesitant to get him out of there. I mean, it's only been eight starts, I believe. So, but yeah, San Diego State, they're terrible as a home favorite. They're absolutely dreadful. They're 18-32 in their last 50 as a home, but they're only laying 2.5 here. Usually they're stuck being an overrated conference favorite or against, other mid-major teams at home. And so that is, and I think the move is also Rourke is getting a lot of momentum with Ohio as far as, and I think that he will be. I think Ohio will be popular with handicappers today. But I want to take San Diego State with you and lay these points. Or I don't know if you like the money line better. That's fine at $1.40, but it's under
Sure,
a
I'll take that money
field.
line. Why not?
So it's up to you on that, or up to you guys too. I mean, if I like the money line, I like the spread, but I'm just saying,
Right.
a lot of times I'll put some on both on a situation like this. Here comes some plays. It's going to be Thomas Lewis on San Diego State. Crush likes the over. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know if I don't. The under's hard to get behind now at 47.5. I think it was a little bit higher. Frankie's on Ohio. Ron says San Diego State. Jacoby says Aztecs and over. Law Dog says it feels like an under type game to me. It really does. And Burley says San Diego State. Ron, though, over. I think if anything, I'd say go over definitely. If anything, I'd say go over. Definitely riding with San Diego State. Sounds like two plays, right?
Yeah. Not so sure about the total, but he said if he had to take it, that's what he did.
Thomas Lewis says I think Ohio went bowling. Ohio has won and covered their last 4 bowl games. I mean, they're great, man. They are great. San Diego State is not great, but like Mindy said, they're probably deeper. They're probably bigger. It's funny. San Diego State, I mean, we make fun of this whole conference situation. I mean, they were building up to this. They've beefed up. They're getting bigger players. They're like, because they were on the verge of thinking not just this year, but I mean, they had been planning to try to get into
They started off
big
so hot last year.
conference. And,
Yeah.
all that too. But we'll see. And Hoke probably overrated, but I'm a big fan of their offensive coordinator, former NFL quarterback Ryan Lindley.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Well, the Aztecs here, Mindy. I'm on them in this spot, and I expect not to be on them. Well, let's see. Prove me wrong. Yes, I'm saying I'm going with them, but and I just think the market has it wrong here. But when I say wrong, meaning the move to Ohio, I think San Diego State's the side. But I think San Diego State might end up being overrated a little bit, and I'll probably go against them. Okay. Vanderbilt is hosting Hawaii. It's not, I know that we feel terrible, and yeah, we do feel terrible what's going on in Hawaii. It's not a directly related. It is, though. I mean, anytime you're in another state, I mean, things trickle down. It's not the same. But nonetheless, Vanderbilt, big favorite here. Remember when I was all over Vanderbilt last year in Hawaii, Mindy? I gave it out like 6 months in advance.
Right.
Here, they won that game 63-10, and they're favored by 17.5 here.
Well, it's one of those things that I think that Hawaii might be able to hang with them perhaps here this season. There is some weakness like in that Vandy, I think, secondary this season. But we know that both of these teams are probably going to put up points. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over the total here. I think we're looking at a big high score once again. And again, if Vanderbilt wants to cover that 17.5, they're really going to have to put up the points here. I think it's going to be a pretty big pace of play here today. I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, I hope it's not 60. Well, I hope it is because we're going to go over. I hope it. I don't care. I hope it's 73. But I hope it's 73. I hope it's not 63-10. I hope that Hawaii can compete. They have some veterans, especially on defense. They return almost the whole defense. So um, it's just, they're still just 14-21 straight up over the last 3 seasons, and they're not a great road underdog. Hawaii. Um, have they really turned around? I make fun of it because I kept saying I've got a game, 6 months and 3 months in advance. Probably I'm only 6 months. But we rolled last year with that. So SEC against Mountain West, 67% against the spread over the last 5 years. So I'm gonna go. We're gonna go over. We're gonna go over at 56
I do.
for sure. I mean, I
For
is that
sure.
is that Vanderbilt's team total? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Vanderbilt's team total is 35.5. I'm sure Hawaii will be better here. Hawaii 11-17 against the spread as a road underdog. The 3-7 against the spread non-conference games last 2 seasons. All right.
All right.
San Jose State and USC. In this one, USC is a 31-point favorite, and the total is 66.
Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead here and take the Spartans. I don't know. I'm going to take the plus 31 here today. I just think that San Jose State, they had that top flight, passing attack. I know they had some letdowns last year, especially I think when it came time to play Utah and such. They rolled They went off to a 7-1 start, but then after that, kind of struggled a little bit. And I just kind of think that USC may have to just go ahead and put some some late game extra players in there. I think it might be one of those like a last minute backdoor cover. I'm going to take San Jose State plus 31 here.
I'm sorry if I missed putting up the plays. You guys all got your plays in there. I'm sorry about that. I got so excited with our play. I didn't put the plays up there for Hawaii and Vanderbilt. Thank you, each and every one of you, for putting your plays. Ron, good luck to you again. God, feels like a third world country up there.
Right. Jeez. Infrastructure.
So
what are we doing?
Thanks, you guys, on that. Anyways, for this game, Mindy, USC. Come on, 4+ touchdowns. Tell them, Frankie. San Jose State. Law Dog says USC wins it big. We'll look at the plays, but I don't know, Mindy. San Jose State's a different program the last couple of years. Last 3 years, 19-13, straight up. This is a spot. I'm not a real believer. Okay, I get. Of course I'm a believer in USC and their quarterback, and I'm sure he can win the Heisman Trophy again, even though the guy who wins it is always third the next season. That's
right. Never fails.
He's great. San Jose State, they've got a quarterback who's been around for a while. I mean, he's got one of the most experienced quarterbacks in the country. He's got 35 starts under his belt. He played at Hawaii. Spartan's not great as a road dog, but 31 points. I mean, I feeling probably hanging this game. I mean, USC is terrific. They got the whole team back. They're, I'm sure they'll be fine as they prepare for departure. I don't. How is it going to play out with this Pac? With the Pac-12, with the playoff. Will it be any kind of like discriminatory? Well, I don't know. Maybe that's a bad word to say, but sure they're invited. I mean, the system is the system, the conference playoff thing, whatever, but it kind of feels lame duckish. Be playing in a conference, it's not going to exist. Right. Anyways, I'll take them, Mindy. I want San Jose State. I saw Look, I'm not going with Burley. USC minus 18.5 in the first half. I want San Jose State on the money line in the first half. But I just because I just think USC is the type of team that in a situation like this comes out flat. I feel like I've watched this movie a million times.
A million, at least a million.
A million with as many games as I've seen. And I'm glad San Jose State. Does this mean Thomas Lewis, San Jose State's going to play better than ever? I'm glad for San Jose State to have some type of resurgence. Hi, Rich. Nice to see you. That's one of my super secret chat rooms that I hang out with.
Rich secret.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Me and Gerardo and Rich G and some other guys who hang up in the super secret chat rooms and make a bunch of live bets on obscure sports. Okay. Next up, Florida International and Louisiana Tech. This is the last game of the night. Oh, what? Louisiana Tech, favored by a dozen here, 57.5.
All right. I'm going to take La Tech here today. It's one of those that I just kind of feel like Louisiana Tech, maybe they made all the moves there in the offseason, right? I mean, they got a guy from Nebraska. So, I mean, that's got to be good news for them, right? Crawford, the promising wide receiver. Nebraska loses all their good guys, I tell you. But I just think there's more talent here coming back for this Louisiana State team. And I think they're going to make a challenge here for the Conference USA title as well. I don't think this seems like too much. I think they win by a couple touchdowns here. So taking La Tech.
All right, Mindy says take Louisiana Tech in this one. They've been a bit of a move on Louisiana Tech, certainly, and I think the Sharps are probably on them too. It just feels like the spread's gone maybe just a little tad too high at a dozen points. But they've got some returnee. They got a veteran offensive line. They've got one guy in his 7th season.
Right. COVID, redshirt.
He's on the 7-year plan.
Injury.
Last year was a thriller. FIU won the game 42-34 in overtime. That's a pretty high score. And I don't know. I think Cappers will kind of want to go under I think they kind of want to go under in this game. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling it quite like that. I'm looking to go over, I think, in this one at 57.5. That'll be my play, over 57.5. Didn't want to. Well, let's see. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm okay. I'm solid with that, Mindy. You take the Bulldogs. I like, I'd probably side with you if it was 10 or something. But 12.
I gotcha.
I'm not sure. Let's see what the chat has to say for this one. Got some baseball to go. Yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yep. Cordero was the quarterbacks I was talking about. Thank you. Names aren't my specialty, I'll tell you that. College, well, no, yeah, you're right. I mean, I do know.
Whatever. They're definitely not my specialty.
Well, I'll get better as the season goes along.
You usually pull it off, Ramon.
It takes me a while to get rolling.
I just worry about the numbers, not the names.
G. Williams is here. Gavin Williams is here. Nice to see you, G. Thank you. Crush is on Tech. Thomas is on Tech. A lot of people are on Tech. Frankie says, give me the under. Thomas says, FIU, they kind of faded last year. And, hey.
Did. True.
No doubt. Look, they're one of the worst spread teams in the country. Don't forget. No
Yeah, I
doubt
don't know if
about
you guys
it.
remember, but that was one of those, like, the over/under for their season wins was like 3. And that's one of those futures that I did take. A lot of people were taking them to win that or contend for the conference. Didn't work out that way. But yeah, they definitely got over the 3 wins. That's for sure.
Yeah, this last 4 years, uh, pretty bad, Mindy, against the spread. They're like 12-30 or something like that. And also last 4 years, 5-13 against the spread as a road underdog.
Okay.
Jacoby on the under here. Thanks, Crush. I hope we do. 5 out of 7 are we on? Wow.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We'll
Okay.
take it. It's a fun start to the weekend.
G. Williams got a whale play here. Tech money line minus 420. Fired up.
Parlay.
Thank you, Rich. He's going to tease it. He's going to tease it down and take Tech in the over on a tease. And I don't mind that. Getting it under 7 or whatever you have to do. And I don't mind any kind of teaser. I don't play by the rules, and neither does Rich G. We tease when we want to tease, however we want to tease. 6 points, 6.5, 7, super teaser. We will tease. You don't tell us don't play teasers. Right, Rich?
Right.
All right.
Only you hit the enter button on your bet.
On an NFL Sunday, I have like lines all over the place, like this team to that team, to that team, to that team, to that team, to that team. See what I'm talking about here?
Right.
Yeah. All those analytics guys, whatever. They're not up 33 units in baseball like Mindy and I over the last 30 days. Okay.
Right.
All right, Mindy. That was the segue. That's in the business they call it a segue.
There we go. We're on to baseball.
I mean, here's the drawback, Mindy. I mean, we got to keep this show moving. We're going to have to limit our baseball, and we're absolutely destroying it. Do you have any regrets?
No.
You love football that much.
I mean, I feel like we have to transition, right? I feel like, I do love, baseball, but again, I feel like the folks out there, the masses love football better than baseball. Baseball is hard to win at. We're just, this year been pretty exceptional, but at it. So yeah, maybe we're not going to show as many of those baseball wins out there, but I think we'll hold strong here throughout the rest of the season.
Well, I got a little secret for the people watching out there. I don't know if they know this, but for paid internet touts, this is a better season. This is a better time of year than baseball season. So let's keep it crushing. I want to thank. We don't know who all of our subscribers are to Team Steam, but I want to thank Angel if he's out there for subscribing. He said, "Hey, I'm subscribing to Team Steam, and I'm happy that we went 6-1 yesterday." So thank you, Angel. Yes. Okay, today, so we're looking at 5 games. All due respect to some of those matchups. I think one thing it does, I know you have a $2 game in here, but I think one thing it will allow us to do is to kind of pare down some of these. But this one's too good to pass up at $1.75, even though it is a big spread with the Yankees and the Rays.
Yeah, I mean, so basically kind of what I did, like I talked about at the opening, is those that are still in contention, and we got the Rays there that is, fighting for first and second, and that's kind of how we're going to look at it. Oh, yeah. And then, we have, we're going to cover like the Phillies. So they're on the other side there in the National League trying to keep, pace in the wild card. So we'll just kind of play some of those games, just kind of the way it is. I tried to get some better pitching matchups in there too. Didn't want to miss out on, Scherzer, even though Texas is still in the race there. So that's kind of how my thinking is moving forward. So we'll try to move it around.
We nailed this game yesterday, Mindy. You had the Yankees. I had the over.
Right. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Yankees again. I'm going to take them, though, on the run line. I just kind of feel like in this spot, I just kind of want to take that extra run. I think Tampa Bay might get the win here, but I think it's one of those that suddenly I feel like the Yankee bats here are totally red hot. Suddenly 14 runs in their last couple of games. So I'm going to ride those Yankees bats here right now.
I was happy with the Yankees yesterday, and I think I'm willing to come in with you today and join you on this one. I'm almost erased. I have impressed enough. I almost want to erase the bad losing streak already a little bit. Now, look, I know it was Garrett Cole, but they kept adding runs yesterday a little bit. So again, maybe this is now better for the Yankees as far as for betting purposes, right? That there's it's looking bleaker every day.
Bleaker.
For the win, but
what did they say? They got to go on what did they say yesterday? 29 and 5 runs, something like that.
Wow, really? That would be insane. So, I'm going to ignore all that. Yeah, Tampa Bay, like I said, they've heated back up, but Yankees 7-2 in Schmidt's last 9 starts. So I'm willing to take a shot. I mean, his ERA has kind of been blowing up though of late, but again, I like the momentum from yesterday, and I'm going to take him with you plus a run and a half. Did you quote the price for the show?
145 is what I have. I mean,
Okay.
that could have changed a little bit.
Okay.
So
140, 145 or so.
yeah.
All right. I'm too late now. I'm still going to do it. I think the chat's probably going to be against us here. Oh, it's Omar. Thank you, Omar. That's our guy, Mindy.
Oh, sweet.
Like I said,
Omar. That's awesome.
I don't think it was supposed to work this way. We've got as many subscribers to our morning steam packages as we do. Probably if you individually, I don't know if you put us together, we probably have more sales. But so everyone, thank you to everyone who does subscribe. Only a few people have actually said, I am or I'm going to join. So thank you. That makes us feel great that you told us that you were getting this package. So again, appreciate you very, very much, Omar. It shows your commitment to Team Steam.
Right.
All right. I see here, G. Williams. I hope you become a contributor like this, G. Good to have some more picks.
Yeah, we're all sports betting psychos over on this end, too. We go through every single game, Ramon and I do, no matter what.
Well,
right?
No, that's not true. We're
What?
only
You
going
don't go
through
through
5 games here.
No, I mean personally, we go through every single game. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yes, of course. If anything, I would actually say that when this occurs, now Mindy is going to. I think my premiums may increase, especially I've been strong on baseball the last 6 weeks. You obviously been crushing, and the fact that Team Steam probably will have. I'll probably using some of those plays for premium. So I would imagine that my baseball, other than maybe on the weekday baseball, I'll probably have more plays actually. Sure. Weekends, when we know it's all football. Ron's got a nerfy here in this one. Schmidt has allowed a run in the first inning, though, in 8 of 25 starts. That's pretty high. Glass now, though, just 1 of 14. That's strong, obviously. K's on the Yankees, beating man on the Rays. And thanks, Omar. Okay, great. That explains it, Mindy, as far as Omar getting the plays. Great. And that just is awesome because that just, like I said, Mindy and I, look, we're really happy with our relationship with Tony and the GM. But this is a commercial. Make no mistake. This is a 75 to 90 minutes every day of infomercial. It's just we're not back in the 90s screaming at you. Well, I am.
Oh, funny.
All right. No, Omar, please do not be like me. Go on and have a life with real families. And my family laughs at me. Okay. Great. Really awesome. All right, Mindy, we're on the Yankees. And did anybody go with, oh yeah, Kay did.
Hey, of course. I mean,
Well, of course.
it's her team.
Yeah.
You would expect nothing less.
Yeah. Kay might have to start with a disclaimer when she says, like, like
Like,
Yankee,
I'm the Yankees correspondent.
well, or like Yankee, like, well, I'm going to respect Kay and say that it's never a homer. It's never a
Sure.
homer pick for anybody, right? If
Right.
we're handicapping, we just know our team, maybe. Okay. Dodgers and Red Sox. We nailed this one. Well, I already said that, but we or no.
Yeah, I mean, I personally pushed because I moved that to 11, so I felt okay about it.
Okay. Well, I did go
But on
over.
Tony's side, I can't change the line, so I had to take that at 10.5 there. Just got over with that bases loaded hit, darn it. I mean, but good for Ramon for getting it.
Dodgers 130, maybe even 135 now, 9.5 over 15.
Yeah, the Dodgers, I feel like they're doing what they need to do. They score the third most runs in the MLB. I don't think that changes here today, especially versus a pitcher like Paxton. He's allowed 12 earned runs in his last 3 games, like just not having a great outing. And then suddenly, you got this Dodgers team that's really been on fire here since the All-Star break. So what have they only lost? Like 2-3 games, something like that. I'm taking the Dodgers here today.
Yeah, they've won 16 of their last 18
that's
games, Mindy. Yeah. These Dodgers, I tell you, they're great. I love them. I'll take them again. I mean, if you can't beat them, bet on them.
Join them.
Continue to do with the Dodgers. Again, I think the price for me, if I'm Count Chocula, and I'm going to lay the price with the Dodgers here. Paxton, okay, maybe he was starting to get it, but now he's got a 5.28 ERA in his last 3 starts. And credit, Boston's gone over in 9 straight games, by the way. It's going to be tough because Urias' numbers have been outstanding. 4-0 with a 1.44 ERA in his last 4 starts. Dodgers are 13-6 with Urias on the mound. So I'm going to go with you here again, Mindy. I feel good. Let's have a big card. Let's have
do
a
it.
big
We're
card.
gonna have a super sweet, awesome Saturday.
Oh, look at the number. I mean, coming off the 6-1 day. Take
Feeling
a
good
look.
about it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Kay's got, there it is. Kay's got the disclaimer with the Yankees. Kind of like my disclaimer with the UFC package today. I did not include the main event. Anybody who bought that, I always will put that in there. Maybe the main event I don't want. Rich is on the Dodgers run line. Scotch is on the over. Frankie D says, give me the Red Sox. Tom is on the Dodgers. It's mostly Dodgers, I think. Michael Thompson, you're late. You're
never late. It is like 9:13. Maybe you had to wait for us to get done with football.
I hope he realizes that means I'm watching him and I know when he gets
right.
Here. Burley, look at that. Dodgers still doing it up. Panger! Jacoby here. Dodgers and over. Rich says they're smashing lefties. Big Maple. Hit him with those maple bats. Mindy, what about who was it that had that bat at that Little League game? Did you see that?
Yeah, that was in the shape of a pencil, the number 2.
The eraser was too big, though.
Well, I mean, they had to exaggerate it, I think, a little bit.
Do you think that players should be able to have crazy bats all the time?
I don't know how I feel about things like that. I sure.
Astros and Tigers are next up with Hunter Brown here. He's back. He's in. $1.35 favorite now, 8.5 over 20.
Yeah, and then the Tigers are kind of turning to their ace here as well. I think kind of the problem is the Astros are in the fight for their life here. We talked about it versus the Mariners, the Rangers. Astros now find themselves out of first place, 1 game back now.
Wow.
So I think they got nothing to do here but really look to those bats with Alvarez and Altuve. So I'm looking for Hunter Brown victory here today. Strong performance on the road. Let's go with the Astros.
All right, Mindy says take the Astros in this one on the road today. And boy,
Yeah, because everyone talks about how they all, Astros totally blowing it again there in the ninth inning or so.
no, hey, look, we nailed this game yesterday too. You had the Tigers on the run line. I had the under, so we were fine on this one. And so I'm not saying it's surprising you're coming back on the. It just shows, I don't shows that you will go with what you're going with.
Correct.
And I was thinking you might come in on the Tigers. All right. I do like the over, especially at 8.5 here. I'm using up a premium, but you know what? That's okay. I'm worried about it. Man, the Tigers. We hit that game. I don't know. I'm not going to sell anybody on the Tigers. I'm not going against you. But I'm going to go over I'm going over for sure. Like I said, I was going to use this as a premium. I think. Let me see here. Brown 11.42 ERA in his last 2 starts.
Look out.
Rodriguez has been hot. 3 ERA in his last 7 starts. Detroit 5-1, or 5-2 in those 7 starts, but Rodriguez 5-1. He struggled in his career though against the Astros. 7.34 ERA in 9 career starts and a 1-5 record. This is the best Detroit's played all year right now, and the Astros have lost 8 of 12. I'm going to have to go over in this one. Astros have gone over in 12 of their last 17 games. All right, Mindy on the Astros here, and I'm on the over. Here's the game you mentioned, the Cardinals and the Phillies, with Wheeler, a $2 favorite here. And the total has definitely gone down here to 8.5 over 15. This total has gone down.
Darn it. I'm going to go under in this game, Ramon. The Cardinals not necessarily playing well. I kind of feel like the Phillies bats are on hold here a little bit. Plus, you got Wheeler on the mound. He's been pretty good. And then it looks like Hudson, he's really in kind of the fight for his life to stay here in contention for this, starting rotation spot. So I think Hudson has a good game. I think Wheeler has a good game. I think the bats are struggling. It looks like an under to me.
I mean, it does go under here. That steam came under, no doubt about it. I don't think I can save you here by trying to go to the market and say, hey, can we get Mindy a 9 anywhere? Let me see.
Right. We should.
I'm not really seeing any 9s out there. I mean, obviously you can buy it up and you could buy it up and take it. It'd probably be 9 under 25 or 30, I'm sure, in this one. But
oh no, I don't know about baseball. This is horrible.
What do you mean?
Oh, Reese. He said if you bet on Zach Wheeler, you don't know about baseball.
Oh. I was like, what is she talking? I didn't know you were reading someone.
Oh man, I don't know anything.
I didn't know you were reading someone's chat.
Yeah, I was just reading the comments. I was feeling bad about myself because I was leaning towards the Phillies. Oh.
Okay.
No, I probably won't bet it. How about that?
No, I like. Well, here it is. I mean, this is some steam that I feel like I'm going to end up chasing here a little bit, because I do like the under. I like Hudson a lot. I like Hudson in this spot. I think people are kind of overlooking that Hudson maybe can kind of come back here and play out the last part of the string here this season. He's 4-0 in his 5 starts so far. He's got plenty of run support, so that's what you need when you're trying to get things on track. So I don't deny the Phillies in that run that they're on, but let's go ahead and take the under in this one, Mindy.
All right.
Under 8.5. I agree with you. Maybe I'm hesitant. I don't want to say I'm pushing the envelope a little bit because we've only got the 5 games, and I feel like we're hit at such a strong rate on baseball right now. Let's see what the chat had to say in the Cardinals and the Phillies. Burley's on the Phillies. Thomas is on the Phillies run line. Hello to Reese today. Yeah. Hey, Mindy, we had the old Phillies yesterday, and I think Zach. I think Wheeler might be fine. I think the price is too high for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you'd almost have to take I mean, you probably would have to take the run line, and then I don't know because I do feel like Hudson's going to have a pretty good performance. So I think it's going to be. I mean, it might be a Phillies victory, but maybe that's how I'm thinking about it, right?
Reese said he likes the Cardinals on the run line.
So I mean, I don't mind the Cardinals on the run line. I don't.
Butterscotch, Phillies run line plus a Schwarber homer.
Yeah, Schwarber's been kind of yucky, so he's probably due.
I always get kind of these Padre memes, and they're like, Schwarber struck out 100. I don't know what it is, probably 165 times this season. Tony Gwynn struck out 165 times in the 90s.
His career.
All right, Mindy, we got another one here. I'll take the under with you for sure. I of course I like Wheeler. I don't have a problem with Wheeler. 3.46 ERA in his last 4 starts. One thing I do like about Wheeler is that the Phillies are 9-4 in his last 13 starts. So, but Hudson last 5 games they've won them all, even though he's just been okay. One more, I think.
Yep. One more.
Max. We got Max on the road, a favorite. 120, 8 under 25. 8 under 20. Yeah. It's 8 under 20, 8 under 25, no matter what. This total is moving under, no matter what your line is. It's moving under.
Okay, I'm going to go over then. I like the over at 8.5, so I love the over at 8. Scherzer, he's everything you want on the mound, but yet he's, tends to give up runs here every once in a while. And suddenly I kind of feel like, geez, look what the Twins did yesterday. Put up a ton of runs. They've done that both times here versus the Rangers. Just suddenly become a whole bunch of free swingers. I think they feel pretty good about where they're at in the standings. The Guardians are not really a threat too much here right now. So yeah, I mean, I think it's tough. I kind of want to take the Twins, but God, I know that this Rangers team is due. They're ready to go ahead and, look to totally break out. Joe Ryan, he's been kind of, hit hard, and then he's coming off the IL. Might be a little bit of a shaky start. So I like the over here.
Yeah, I haven't started in like 3.5 weeks. But let me do it for you. I'll be the one to take the Twins here. I'll take the Twins against Max. Let's just chalk up Ryan's bad streak there to needing the time off. I know people are kind of down, on Ryan after the first 2 weeks of the season. Top that, but it's still, no matter how you look at it, it's still an 8-game losing streak right now for the Rangers. Yes, Max was brought here to be the stopper in situations like this, but Minnesota they have a great home record. I mean, they have 38-26. That is one of the best home records in the league, no doubt about it. Just goes to show, mediocre on the road, if not below par. But we'll see with Ryan if he can resurrect. Max probably go out there and deal. I know you're taking the over here, but you're getting the best price. Look, I mean, I'm going to peek at the market here. Are there 7.5s out there? Yeah, I'm showing the offshores are coming. The offshores are coming to 7.5. And all the others are juiced to 8. So Mindy on the over, and I'll take those Twins. Texas, boy, they're so streaky. They're streaky good. I mean, that's not streaky bad or streaky mediocre, but I want to have an 8-game losing streak right now. All right. Can we find? Oh, let me get chat, please. I'm sorry, you guys. You guys are the most important part of this show. I say it time and time again. If we did not have a chat, Mindy's great and a great betting partner, but we would not sit here together and talk like we might talk about other things. We might have a friendship, but
Right.
I probably would be just about sports betting. Although food, we I do have a lot in common here. All right, let's take a look here. We've got Scotch is on Minnesota. You got Frankie on Texas. Thomas Lewis on the money line for Minnesota. Verley said take the over. And hey, Christian Forbes. Oh, man. You know what? I feel terrible, Mindy. Christian Forbes. I don't know if I've ever seen Christian make a comment. Obviously knows what's going on here, and we're not doing that game because of we're part our schedule down here. But Christian, if you could join us in our Discord, we do
Put lots of names in there too. Yeah.
Suggest to us.
But Christian Forbes is my cousin as well. So that lives in Texas. But this is not my cousin, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Well, you can just tell him. Just tell him whatever games you want. Just call Mindy on the phone.
But I do have a cousin, Kristen Forbes. It's kind of funny.
All right. Bunch of comments. You guys are a few comments more on this game. A little bit. Oh, let's give the Scotch lock, certainly. Here it's on KC, Seattle, over. Mindy, not one of our games. Scotch probably all came prepared and feel bad. But thank you, Scotch. Or not. Maybe Scotch just...
Yeah, this way you guys can give us, some more of your picks and plays there in the chat. Give your other chat friends some help throughout the day. Or like Ramon said, get into the Discord and chat about it there.
Yeah,
we got some good folks out there handicapping in our Discord and in our chat for sure.
And I'll come with some plays a little later, maybe in some other sports too. Okay, let's do WNBA. 2 games. We're going to complete the season in WNBA. We're going to complete the season in baseball. We're just
scaling it down.
Not covering Atlanta, San Francisco. It's a nice game, no doubt about it. But we're going to pick probably 5 games. Maybe like this Sunday, we'll probably have a few more games tomorrow.
Well, like throughout the week, we might have some time to be able to do the full baseball.
Probably not.
Maybe.
College football.
With football, I guess. Probably not.
Tomorrow there'll be a few games. All right. Aces and Mystics. Elena Deladon is back. That's why you see the move here, Mindy, because it was pretty much 11.5 and 10.5. I think the word was getting out also that she was probably going to be available for this game. Too little, too late for the Mystics, I think. But it's back up to 10 though, and the total 169.
I don't know how much of a difference Deladon's going to make in this one. I just still feel like this is another shot where the Aces, they play well on the road. I think they just go ahead and get this one. I just feel like they might just roll them here today. I'm looking for a big score by Las Vegas. I'm going to go ahead and take the Aces here minus the points.
I'm looking for a big score by Las Vegas as well, but I do think that they might not be able to put the foot on the gas here. I'll take the over in this one. I'm going to give the Mystics a chance. It's interesting. It's back up to 10 like it is. But because I definitely saw it go down to 9.5. But okay, but I'll take the over here. Again, man, the Aces, anytime these games are in the 1-6, I'm just almost automatically, then I further investigated to see if, I'm wrong or if the number's wrong. But look, 169, that's probably, I would not probably give that out as a premium right now. It wasn't at 167 or Did you see? Let's
I
see.
did not see that, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay. All right. Well, probably getting the worst of it here, but I'll go over. Anybody interested in this one? These are night games tonight in the WNBA. Thomas Lewis maybe on the aces here, Burley on the over. Usually, when the move is usually with Deladon, they think of her on that defensive end, and it usually goes under. But maybe this does point to an aces blowout. But I'll just take the over. Okay, Mindy's
right.
on the aces. And here's the Liberty on the road. There's another road.
Liberty Bibbity.
Another 9-point road. Another big road favorite anyway. Here in this one. 9 and 167.5 now, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, these are tough a little bit. Again, I feel like Liberty, they always play a little bit better on the road as well. But I think I'm still going to go ahead and go with the Lynx today. They've been pretty hot with being able to cover. They're 5-1 in their last 6. The Liberty won 4-1 versus the spread in their last 6 in Minnesota. So I don't know. I mean, again, these are tough because I feel like actually with the Aces and the Liberty, these are the two teams that have the capability of just blowing teams out all the time, but they tend to not more often. Maybe they're just okay enough with just taking the win. I mean, I don't blame them for that either, but I'm going to take the Lynx here in the big points.
I'm going to take the Lynx. I mean, look, we like the Lynx on the road. I mean, they're the monster team on the road. They're 2-6 against the spread at home, but when you win on the road, I mean, I think that says you are a decent team. And yeah, maybe the Lynx they've had an okay season. I think okay. I'd classify it right now, but. When you win road games, or cover road games. I'll say it like that because I mean, that's our game. But I'm going to take these points with you. I'm going to take 9 points here with the Lynx.
All right.
It's probably going to be probably keep this thing within double. I know the Liberty's been just crushing it. They're the number. Oh, they're number 1 now. They've passed the Aces. Oh boy. Well, maybe not, but we'll see. Minnesota does, they play a little bit of defense. So, and they're headed for the playoffs, right? So, okay. Got that one play. That's our one WNBA play.
Right, we got it.
One play for you. And then at the bottom, get ready for this. I'm not going to go over the NFL preseason. There's too many games. It's still NFL preseason. I've got free plays up the yin yang. Down there. Oops, let me scroll these along. I was going to scroll them.
Just scrolling them.
I was going to scroll the I was going to scroll like Rich, like they do in Rich G's secret chat room. I was going to scroll my plays down there and then talk about the Tiger Cats and the Lions in the CFL because that's a regular season game. And sometimes then they say, oh, nobody cares about that. Yeah, nobody cares about the CFL once NFL starts. But today the Lions are going to be taking on the Tiger Cats. And, well, I do expect the Lions to crush. I'm going to lay the 10.5 points here. Still the case of the haves and the have-nots. And I think Hamilton 46.5. Actually, look, maybe, I don't know. I'm not giving away the total. Hey, check out, I'm going to do a video later on the total. I do have an opinion on the total, and I'm going to put it on one of my embedded videos on the website at tonyspicks.com. All right, hopefully you were able to screen. Those are just my free plays there in NFL, but I do have a package, a 3-pack in the NFL, so that's why I'm giving away some free plays here to try to promote my
cool, package. Awesome. I think that looks good. I love it. I love it.
My 3 plays. Oh, I have a lot of things up my sleeve. I got like we could do a drawing with like.
We should do a drawing.
Confetti, but what would we give away? Starbucks or
hats?
Hats. Give away all my hats. I don't need them. I mean, all right. Hopefully, got those plays there. We're going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com one more time. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine. Here on the website, there I am. I'm up 1,369 units over the last 30 days.
Awesome. Good work.
Not bad.
Ooh,
There's
Thomas says pizza. We should give away a pizza. We could do that. That'd be fun.
Well, I'd eat it first. I'd eat the pizza.
I would eat the pizza. Okay,
yeah, we have a way of doing like an on-screen drawing with like confetti and everything. It'd be exciting. Imagine. Right. Okay, here's a 3-pack I have today. Just want to point this one out. I got a 3-pack in the NFL. Don't promote myself like this too often, but I'm gonna right now and check it out. NFL 3-pack preseason, $30. My best 3 plays. You got those free plays right there. You want some free plays? There they are. I hope we win. I'm betting those, so we better win. But the ones I'm going a little stronger on are right here. My premium plays. That's the way I do it. The way Mindy and I do it. Right. Even though we're hot, we put our handicapping minds together. And
the melding of the minds.
Unbelievable. We could never stop now. Can't stop now, Mindy. There we are at the top.
Hint, hint.
Check out the All Cappers tab. Find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page and get signed up. There's Mindy's profile page right there. She'll have her premium plays loaded up here in just a moment. We're going to get off the air. We'll be back with you tomorrow with more morning steam. Thanks a lot, everybody. Great job. Great show. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, chat, for your contributions as well. Oh, the plays, Mindy. I'm so sorry. Here we are.
Yeah,
wow, we've got plays.
There we go.
Oh, we've got plays. Good thing that well, a good thing that our a private bankroll is we're doing
that is
good.
True. Me and Ramon are betting partners. We do put money on the line for our plays. So that's how good we feel about them. So we hope you guys do too.
So you see that little winning record over the last few weeks. Hey, we're cashing out.
Yeah, sure.
We're cashing out. Okay, Navy plus 20.5. New Mexico State minus 6.5. San Diego State. We'll try them on the money line because I'm scared. Minus $1.40, $1.45 or so. Vandy, Hawaii. That's a total over. No problem. I'm gonna verbalize it.
Yep.
But just so everybody gets it right. Vandy, Hawaii over. Yep.
I'm giving Ron the plays since he doesn't have power.
Okay. Just want to make that clear for everybody. And then San Jose State, a nice college football card to get us started. I don't think we'll be going, Mindy, we won't be playing 71% of the games during the regular season on the show, but who knows?
Why not?
Dodgers money line, Yankees run line, Phillies under 8.6 today because in case they score that 0.5, we're going to get that win. And we're taking the links here.
Plus the 100%.
And our WNBA. And I apologize. Mindy, we haven't done as many WNBA, and you've been hitting them okay. So you've been hitting them good. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow. More morning steam. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.